That's supposed to be a dragonfly, or imitated dragonfly. Oh, goodness. This tripod, man, I'm gonna freak out. All right, folks, so I didn't really look up any sort of rigging or anything for this bait. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's definitely a topwater. It came with a hook. And so I just kind of like Texas rigged it without a weight. So it should just kind of like move along the top. I don't know how the action is. I guess we'll find that out right now. I mean, I don't know. That's a really bad example. We're just gonna have to fish it a little bit and see what happens. But yeah, man, I've got my 6.5 foot St. Croix, 6-pound mono, size 2000 spinning reel, dude. And I think that's gonna be enough to hopefully hook something on this. What I'm really worried about is the top of this right there breaking. And if that breaks, then I mean, this bait's pretty much done for. So I don't know, you guys, these things, pretty novelty. We'll see if it works. I did fish with the spider. They make a spider that actually honestly is a killer lure, and I caught a giant bass on it in this same creek. So I figured I'd come back with this, give it another round with this and see what happens. So let's just make a cast, dude. I mean, I can cast it, you know, I can get some distance on that. I don't know, I'm not really seeing like great action. I guess you're supposed to just like pop it a little bit, maybe you swim it. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure this out. Like I said, I didn't watch any videos or read up on it or nothing, and I think we're just gonna have to really get lucky. Probably not fish this in moving water. Up here some more like stagnant, not stagnant, like stale water, and I know bass like to hang out up here, so we'll see if we can get popped real quick on this. Oh yeah, no, it kind of looks good whenever it's just sitting in like calm water. Honestly, it's got a nice little weight to it. Those, whatever those things are, the wings of it, I guess, kind of flare out a little bit. Looks pretty good. I mean, it don't look great, but it don't look bad. I'm just gonna pitch it up on the bank and kind of just bring it back to me slowly. Just popping it, a little jiggle here, a little jiggle there, let it sit, you know. If there's a fish there, maybe he's staring at it already, but probably not. The color is kind of crazy too. I mean, it is like a bright blue color. I know the dragonflies do have color to them, but I ain't never seen one completely blue like this. So it could be the juice though, man. I ain't gonna doubt it just yet. I ain't gonna doubt it just yet. There's some good fish in this creek. Sometimes you'll come across like a giant. It's not often, but this creek's got a bunch of smallies, so we can at least get some sort of indication of whether they're interested or not interested. We're supposed to get like a ton of rain. That's why I needed to come out here and do this today. I might be shooting myself in the foot trying something dumb like this, but yeah, like some point today in a few hours it's gonna start raining, and it's not gonna let up for like a few days. Oh, it got hit. Something actually hit it. Okay, I don't know what that was, and it wasn't big, but we're getting some attention. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try that again. I have a feeling that with this bait, we're gonna be targeting almost exclusively big fish. So like I said, there's not a ton of them in this creek, and it's, you know, it's August, so this water is a lot hotter than it usually is. I think we can maybe get lucky. Gotta have a little luck on your side when you go fishing, man. That's just how it is. I don't think it helps that this is an extremely clear creek right now. Like, it is so clear, man. We're probably just gonna have to throw it right on top of a fish and he'll just have to react. I don't know. May not have been the best day to do this, but you don't really know what the water looks like till you get out here. And I already had this like planned in mind, you know. I'm starting to see fish now. We're gonna give this a good shot, man. I'm not giving up on this bait for a minute. We're at least gonna walk all the way down to where we're planning on walking to until we swap to something, if we have to. I want to at least see it get crushed, man, whether we catch the fish or not. Wonder if it's filling up with water. No. Another good thing about this bait, well, I'm not mentioning a lot of good things about this bait, but one good thing about it is that it's not really hollow. So it's not like filling up with water or anything. You don't have to like shake the water out of it like a frog or like, you know, the spider bait that they have. It's really just like a foamy, like a dense foam. And it's not very absorbent of water. Like, I'm not squeezing anything out of it. So that's kind of cool. Definitely good floating material, and you don't have to worry about it like sinking. At least not yet. Given it hasn't even been touched by fish yet. So we'll see. Just gonna take it slow. Take it real slow. This ain't gonna be one of those baits where we just get eat up on it. We're gonna have to work for our bites today. I can feel it.
2 hours later.
Oh. Oh, no way. We actually, yo. There we go. Yes. Dude, we got one. Oh, let's go. He was sitting in like half an inch of water. I'm not even kidding, maybe an inch. Dude, let's go. That's not a giant fish, but man. There we go. That's what we needed to hit, man. That's it. That's that. I'll take that, bro. I will take that. This is some tough fishing. If you guys ever want to like challenge yourself, get you one of these dragonflies. It is not easy. He threaded that hook through. I'm gonna have to thread it back out. Almost didn't even know what to do, man. Almost didn't even know what to do. I hope I got that on camera, but that was our first hit, yo. First bass on the dragonfly. Let's get it, baby. There we go, man. Hopefully we get a few more of those. I'll take it. Yes! Man, that took like 2 hours. Let's keep going, y'all. That was so sick, man. That fish was sitting in like right there. I mean, I'll walk over here to show you guys how shallow this water is where he was sitting. I don't think I'm gonna spook anything. Look, man, it's like barely above my shoes. It is right here. I mean, you know, we got ankle deep water. Just like that, man. That bass was probably, he's around these rocks. He probably came out from underneath this as soon as he heard it hit. And he clapped it, dude. I've never been so happy to catch one bass, ever. Let's freaking go, dude. We earned that one. Let's keep going. People, surprise, surprise. The dragonfly didn't do all too great. We did get a fish, though. We did get a fish, but I guess if you're looking for like novelty or something like that, or just want to add like a little challenge to the mix whenever you're fishing, it might be good for that. But bro, if you're trying to go out here to just to rip some fish, do not use the dragonfly. At least in a creek like this. I don't know, it might work like really well other places, but here it ain't working. So we're gonna flip it around. I'm gonna finally change baits. We'll probably throw like a fluke or something on and see how well that does. And yeah, walk back and try to catch some fish. Stick with me. Let's catch something good. So I went ahead, I just threw a fluke on. We're gonna walk the whole way back. Try to put some fish on camera if we can help it. But we really did try. We really did try, man. I gave it like 2.5 hours of just dragonfly, and that was some pretty rough fishing. So I'm hoping that the fluke can redeem us on our walk back, man. It's a great bait, so fish will crush it usually. And the water's so skinny right now, I didn't really want to go with a swim bait. A fluke just seemed better, so we'll see what it does. Oh, like it already got hammered. That had to have been a fish. Had to have. And that had to have been a fish. Another good thing about the fluke, man, rigged up like this, dude, you're not gonna snag it. Also a reason why it's really, really good to use in this sort of fishing environment. I mean, there's snags all over the place. The water is super low right now. So if I started fishing a Ned rig or like a jig or a swim bait or something, I'm gonna snag up a lot easier. So this sort of bait is just really good for it, and it just flutters in the water, man. Nothing has action like a fluke. And the way these smallmouth are hitting today, I think it's gonna get them fired up. I think. Oh! God, dude. Yeah. No, that's not bad. Dude, at first he felt ginormous. That's what happens, man. 3 casts with the fluke, you start catching them. I fished how long with that dragonfly? Pretty long time. Boom, baby. I tried, y'all. I really did try. You know, at a certain point, you got to know when to call it. We'll give the dragonfly another try another day, because I do have faith in that bait and that it can work well probably certain times of the year. That fish, when I first hooked him, pulled like a giant. That's a good fish, yo. For this little creek, we'll take him, man. Didn't take long on the fluke. Bye now. And a fluke, man, I just fish it like I would a jerk bait. Just bop, bop, bop. And it makes that bait just kind of like, look, little smallmouth already came and grabbed it. He's small though. But it's an erratic sort of like presentation for these fish. And smallmouth are so aggressive that whenever they see something like this, they swat at it. Like that's what they do. You get out and you fish a lot, you'll see that. You'll see that, especially smallmouth. I mean, largemouth are aggressive too. But man, whenever they see something like this fluttering through the water, it captures their attention. And this sort of profile immediately just screams like food, you know, like that's food to a smallmouth. So that's why this bait works so well. I don't fish it enough. I really don't. I need to fish it more, especially like low water conditions. Such a good presentation, man. Oh, see, it's getting hammered. Oh yeah, dude. Look at that. That's like 3 casts later. Oh, come here, buddy. They just cannot freaking stand the fluke, dude. I had a feeling that if I doubled back with this bait, we'd probably catch something. Probably a few fish, just by the way they were acting the whole way up. They were being so chasey and so curious the whole ride up that I just had a feeling. This guy, he kind of choked it. It's not down in his gullet, but it's down there. We kind of skin hooked the top of his mouth. There we go. There we go. Boom, baby. Ain't no giant, but bro, they pull hard in the creek, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. See ya. All right, there he goes, man. Dude, I caught that first fish 5 steps that way. That one was right here. We're gonna end up getting thunderstormed on, man, if we don't hurry, but golly, I know these fish are gonna tear this up on the walk back, so we might just get wet, people. I hope you got your rain jacket. All right, folks, so I'm back to the car. I was gonna fish the whole way back, but didn't exactly work out that way. I kind of ran into some swimmers and just some people enjoying the water, so I just jumped out. I walked back to my car. It's about to start storming anyways. This isn't a banger video. This isn't a numbers video. This is a video of me doing the legwork, so you don't have to type of deal. If you want to go out there and catch a bunch of fish, do not use the Dragonfly. I probably could have told you that beforehand, but hey man, now we know for sure. Fish were definitely interested, but I mean, they didn't want it really. They didn't want it. I made a few casts with the fluke before I jumped out and caught fish immediately. So, you know, tons better baits out there to use. Dragonfly, more of a novelty thing. I will say one thing that I did like about it though is the fact that I didn't snag once with it. Just the way the lure is made and the way you rig it up, you're not really going to snag unless you like throw it into a tree or something like that. So that is one positive. We did get one smallmouth to bite. He must have been the dumbest smallmouth in the whole river or something, but he hit and I'm glad we got him. Not a bad one. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. I had fun out here today. And we'll do it again. Maybe we'll take the Dragonfly out again and might do better. Who knows? But for now, I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.